It is time we do an update on the 20-gallon reef. Now, last time we saw this tank, it was completely covered in algae. Well, I got some pretty good updates this time. But first, this tank is looking very blue, and I can't find my little little clip, the little orange clip to put on my cell phone. But what I do have is a pair of Billy Vision, and these are the orange glasses that Billy Pipe sells. So I'm just gonna throw this on front of the camera, and look at that, clears it right up. So not only can you wear these things, you can also use them as a cell phone filter. So pretty cool. So let's check out how this tank is doing. This was set up a year ago, and this was my entry into the Rico's Nano Tank Challenge, and it is really starting to kill it now. And I really wish that I would have kept up with the updates, but I kind of fell behind and kind of, didn't make it through the contest, I guess, because I didn't meet all the criteria for posting the videos. But if I did, who knows, I might have had a shot of winning something. So, let's take a look here. You will notice, and I'm going to have to post a little side-by-side video of what this thing looked like, about a month and a half, 2 months ago. I forget whenever it was. My last update was on this, but it was completely covered in algae. I considered just shutting it down, but I stuck it out. Removed the algae, did as much as I could by hand. Just, pulling it out, did some water changes. Been pretty consistent with that. Added some ChemiPure Blue chemical filtration into the system. I added a few, what do you call those things? Mangroves, which I got in my aquarium box, and they are growing. You wouldn't really know it. They have no leaves, but you can see there's plenty of roots growing off of them, so they are alive. There is a big ball of Chaeto underneath of that, and this is really kind of difficult because I gotta use two hands to hold this clip there. There's Chaeto down under that, so those things are, to help remove some of the nitrates and phosphates and whatever else they can pull out of the system. This filter over here has my ChemiPure Blue, some other activated carbon, just, some of that stuff in there. Got my dosing pumps, which I'm dosing alkalinity, calcium, and magnesium. Got the little dosing containers there. And max spec lighting fixture right there. And it's just a standard 20-gallon long tank. But all of the corals in there are really starting to do pretty good. Now I just posted a video of my 40 breeder frag system, which took a very sharp decline. I was able to grab a few frags out of there before it hit rock bottom and put them in here. So there are a few things that really need to recover, like these digitatas over here. Lost all of their color and they're really in bad shape, but I can still see some polyp extension on them, so I know they're alive. Any sort of Montipora, if you could save a single polyp, you've got a pretty good shot of bringing that thing back, from the dead. So never give up on a Montipora. That includes a Digi or one of the plating Monties. But yeah, everything in here is doing pretty good. I got some really good polyp extension on things. If I get this to focus, you can see Cyphastria there, doing good. This is a new frag I picked up, or Billy Pipes had given me this one, and I'm hoping to get that thing, start growing on me, and maybe color up some more. What else do we have in here? A lot of Montiporas and stuff. Let's look at my little fish. Bad news is, I've got my barnacle blennies. I had 5 of them. One jumped out, so I did lose one. I'm down to 4 barnacle blennies now. Don't know how he got out. I have a screen top on there, but somehow he managed. Found him on the floor all dried up, so that was a bummer. But the other ones are still in here. If I can find them. Oh, there's one. The other two are usually in our little hiding holes. There's one there. Usually one here. There he is. Really cool little fish. There are two yellow wrasse in here, yellow coarse wrasse. They saw me coming with the camera and they've decided to hide. They're back there under the sand. But yeah, things are doing pretty good in here. So it just goes to show, you know, don't give up on your tank. If you've got a problem with algae, you can get through it. I mean, I don't think I'm 100% out of the woods yet. I mean, there's still some stuff there, but definitely not like it was. Here's some candy canes. I saved that from the frag tank. They look like they're going to pull through just fine. And I got some Montipores growing up here. So I guess that's about wraps it up on this tank. It's doing good. Just wanted to throw this out there and give an update on the algae situation. And I think I am winning this battle. But obviously the war is not over. I'm going to have to keep at it and keep up with the water changes and cleaning the filtration and all that stuff. But I think with all that, I'm going to get ahead of this. And this tank will really start to, you know, fulfill the vision that I had for it, which was just complete garden of SPS. Unfortunately, it took a little longer to stabilize than I had imagined. I threw a bunch of acros in there at the beginning, lost them all. They were all, I'd won one of those Rico's frag packs. But I'm starting to add a couple back in here again. Let's see how they do. Look at this guy. I just picked that guy up last week. That really cool chalice. I forget what he called it. I think he called it a body snatcher. I don't know. That's what I'm going to call it. I think it's a cool name. But that thing's just like amazing. Really hope to grow that thing out. But that's the phone ringing, and I guess I'll cut it off here. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.